Talk to me.
About what? You saw the race, right? What is there to say?
Thought you could do with blowing off a little steam.
What is even the point in wasting any more energy? It's not the car, it's the team. It's not the team, it's the car. No one seems to care how much effort I'm putting into all of this.
Which is why you need to double down. Listen, I promised I wouldn't say anything, but the top three are talking, Aiden.
What?
They've already reached out to us. Looks like there might be some last-minute negotiations on the cards, but keep that to yourself, okay?
Yeah, of course.
No doubt there'll be some wrangling. You're contracted for another season, but your tenacity has been noticed.
Wow, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything you're not supposed to know. I hate to admit it, but Connor Sport can't keep up with you, Aiden. Just do me a favor, would you?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I need you to push as hard as you can to get as much out of you before I lose you to a better team. Can you do that for me?
Of course. No problem.
Good boy. You know I'm here whenever you need me. Speak soon.
You saw it, right? The pit stop? How am I supposed to deal with that? I know. I want a chance to prove what I can do, though. In a top-tier seat. I deserve it. I've heard there might be interest. I can't stay here. Okay. Well, what would you do?
So, what advice did you give him?
Well, I told him to try to stay calm, see out the season, and then go to the final team meeting. See if that changed his mind.
And where were you at this point?
Oh, I was busy getting Callie ready for the final race of the F2 season.
I know why you're calling, but make it quick, because I have to keep my head in the game.
Of course, darling, but it wouldn't be right if I didn't call to wish you luck.
Thanks, Mum, but luck really won't do anything. I need a clean strategy and just to keep my head, that's all.
Look, which you do, and you will. Just breathe, Cal, okay? You've already put the work in. Now all you need to do is get out there and do what you always do. Yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
Who knows? If you bring this one home, I may even call your father to gloat a little.
Mum, not now.
Oh, I'm just trying to lighten the mood a bit.
I know. You'll be watching, right?
Just try and stop me. Race fast, honey.
The final race of the season now well underway here in Abu Dhabi. A few different drivers in contention for the F2 Championship. But here's the favourite, Callie Meyer.
She's been so consistent this season, so fast. My money's on Meyer for the championship, no question.
If she can finish high enough, the title belongs to her.
How am I doing?
It's looking good, Callie. Come on, a podium should clinch this for us.
Then podium it is.
Okay, they're on old softs. That's Beauchamp behind you now. Our gap behind is 1.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, gap to leader, 13.8 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. It's Porsche behind you now. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Our gap to first place is 4.0 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Yes, Callie! That was amazing! Congratulations!
Callie Mayer, get used to the name. She has her whole career ahead of her, and this is just the beginning. She's done it, as many predicted she would. A star is born. Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 Championship.
Historic. Well, I mean, someone had to be the first. But I just hope that this shows that talent can get you as far as money.
And what about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope. Next question.
Callie, what's it like being a woman in motorsports? We're sure everyone wants to know.
I don't know, John. What's it like being a man in journalism? Next question.
Hot-headed? Yes, for sure. But you know, that's kind of what you need in a driver. Let's not forget that Callie taking the championship was a big deal. You know, for the sport, but really for everyone.
And for you? How did you feel?
It was one of the proudest moments of my career. It was the first time I mentored anyone. Yeah. I was a little sad to be moving on.
So, had you already told Callie about your new job?
Yes, of course. And I told her, you know, how I wished that I could take her with me. But she understood.
And Aidan, had you told him?
No, he was too busy.
Busy?
Preparing to tell the team that he was leaving Connorsport.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. I know Aidan had something he wanted to say, but first I have a matter I would like to address formally. It is no secret that I have been spread a little thin this season. I mean, I own the team, I run the team. It's a lot, okay? Which is why I will be stepping away from the principal role next season. I'll still be pushing Connosport Racing to be the brand we know it can be, whilst the new principal will be laser-focused on performance and results. And we have already found a man to step into that role. Casper.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now, this is a big step up for me. I'm really looking forward to see what next season brings. It's truly an honor to be on board.
I am sorry for the dramatic nature of the announcement, okay? Humor the man who pays you. We all look forward to working with Casper, yes? Good. Then let us continue. Aiden, you had something you wanted to say? The floor is yours.
No, it's nothing. I just wanted to say, thank you, everybody, for all your hard work this year. And I'm really looking forward to next season, especially with Casper at the helm.
Did Casper being around affect you going into the 23 season?
I have bigger things going on than Casper.
Do you have any regrets about 2023? Anything you'd have done differently?
No, I'm in a good place now. Besides, what's to regret about being the story of the season? Dad!
Devon.
How's business?
Same as ever, hiring and firing. How's racing?
Oh, you know, ducking and driving.
You all prepared?
Of course, I've double-checked the strategy changes. I'm just going over my notes now. Everything's covered, just like always. They won't see me for dust.
Spoken like a true butler. Just remember, we've got a lot on the line this season.
Yeah, I know.
Dev, I'm serious. You're carrying this team, don't forget that.
Yeah, well, you keep signing these second-rate drivers. I can't do all the work.
Just remember where we'd be. Where you'd be if this were all to go belly up.
Just trust me, Dad. You've got nothing to worry about.
Devon, I mean it. If you don't bring your A game, it's back to the bottom of the pile. Do you really want that?
No, I don't.
Just keep it in mind. Now go out there and show me what you can do.
Already on it. I'll get you those points, Dad.
Good boy. Speak later.
There was a race against time in 2004 to get Sakhir ready for its Grand Prix debut. But today, the only race is where it matters, right on track. Welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and it could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Russell, Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Stroll, Ocon, Norris, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Jackson, Gasly, Tsunoda, Butler, Bottas, Sargent, Joe, Magnussen, De Vries, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. 2023 Bahrain. We're about to get going, and I hope you've enjoyed the build-up just as much as we have. The teams are ready on the grid. They're ready in the garages too, but in the commentary box alongside me, are you ready, Ant?
Of course I'm ready, Crofty. New season, new challenges for all of them out there, drivers and teams. I love this part of the year, Crofty. This is where it really kicks off, and you get to showcase all that hard work you've done through the winter months. Does it pay off?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? What does the 2023 season have in store for us? We're about to find out.
Okay, Devon, it's a brand new season, you know that, so let's start it as we mean to go on, okay? Okay, let's get out there, come on. Okay, Devon, it's a brand new season, you know that, so let's... 10. Okay, good work. Great pass. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Aiden's in the pits. Aiden in the pits. Okay, clear. Aiden's coming in for his stop now. Behind is 4.0 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind is 26.8 seconds. P3, you're currently in P3. It's Hamilton ahead, and gap to the car in front is 5.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Stroll behind, and the gap behind us is 5.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, so gap to the leader is 10.8 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, 7 laps to go. Verstappen's behind. We're leading the car behind by 12.2 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 38.3 seconds. You're in first position, front of the pack. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, gap to the car behind. 15.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Come on, just 3 laps to go. 3 laps. Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop.
plenty of surprises in the midfield. So where do we start, Ant?
Well, I think we have to look at Connor Sport. For me, they've been the biggest surprise so far, and Butler, he's doing fantastically well.
Thing is, though, they've got to sustain that over the course of the whole season, and that is easier said than done. Certainly one Kasper Ackermann will be hoping that this season is better than his last. A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
What a start to the season, Devon. You must be happy with that performance.
You know, sometimes I wonder if anyone's been paying attention. You know, I've always been fast. Everyone saw the problems we had with the car last season. Everyone saw that. Now this season, I get to drive a car that works, and surprise, surprise, I smash it. It's not rocket science.
Well, you've had your share of run-ins in the past with teammate Aiden Jackson. Crucial question is that behind you? How do you feel about him right now?
Ah, listen, Aiden is the greatest F1 driver of all time. You ask him, he'll tell you. What, you think I've got an attitude problem? Aiden has got stealth ego, let me tell you. You don't know it's there, and then it emerges. He's a handful. Trust me.
Well, Connor Sport surprised everyone by appointing Kasper Ackermann as team principal this season. So how do you feel about taking orders from someone that you've got such a history with?
I think he's going to do a terrific job, you know? Mainly because he's got me on his team, so he can't go too far wrong. Now, I'm sure he's incredibly thankful to have me as a driver.
Well, you're embarking on a new year, but what would a successful season look like for you in 2023?
Well, call me deluded, but I'm going to try. I'm going to really try to make Kasper Ackermann laugh at something. And if I can achieve it, I'll consider that a successful season. Now, it's good. You've got to have ambitious goals in this sport, so I'm aiming as high as humanly possible.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Great race out there today, just in the highlights. Listen, I know we've had our run-ins and, well, last season was last season. Fresh start for the team. What do you say?
Oh, Jackson. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Bin's over there. Yeah. Nice one.
How about the season just gone?
The 2023 season was completely different for Connor Sport.
How so?
Well, the car, for one. We'd ironed out the most critical issues, and it was just starting to live up to its potential.
Can we talk about what happened with Devon?
Yeah, what is it?
Now that's how a butler takes care of business.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Carrying the team, Devon, as well as the butler name. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, went well.
Well, I can't wait to hear what those clowns Ackerman and Connor have to say.
Yeah.
Hmm? You okay, Devon?
What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm, just adrenaline, Dad. I really pushed it out there today, you know, I just need to simmer down a bit.
Of course you do. Let's talk later. I'll be in meetings, but call me whenever you like. I'm proud of you, son. Let's just make sure today's result isn't just a one-off. Eh?
Yeah. All right. Ciao.
Here comes Butler. Good pace here down the straight. Into the corner we go. That's a little too late, and he nearly goes off the track on the exit. And is that a lapse in concentration?
I think just a little bit of desperate driving there, Crofty. He's pushing way too hard. I mean, there's nobody else around him at this stage.
Okay, Devon, we're going to have to ease off on the brakes. Is everything okay? Can you hear me? Brakes don't feel right. Okay, we'll have a look at it, but you're going to see a drop-off in performance, I'm afraid. What? Why? We've asked you to take it easy on the last lap, but pushing has made the issue even worse, so we're just going to have to live with it for now. What are you talking about? Listen, just do what you can, please, Devon. Come on. charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, gap ahead is 2.8 seconds. Behind is 3.9 seconds. That's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining, 5 laps of fuel left. Front is 5.7 seconds. Race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Look, this isn't the first time we've seen Devon Butler go rogue, but the question is, what are Connor Sport going to do about it?
Well, it's really hard, as we've seen so many times before, Crofty, in the past. So hard to control your drivers. In a way, they're their own entity, but on the top of it, they're working for the team, and that's what you want. It's a very hard situation to manage.
And working for the team, Casper Ackermann wanted to make a clean break for this year. This does feel, though, that it's something that they might have had to have dealt with last season.
It's really not what they wanted. A repeat of what happened in the past, and you cannot let it go on. It can't continue. They're just damaging the reputation of the team and their own reputation as well. They have to sort it out. I'm sure they'll be having words.
So it's all changed here in Australia, and as the teams acclimatised to their new standings, so will we. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Now, Devon, you didn't respond to a team order today. In Hungary last season, you said it was a comms issue, but Connor Sport claimed they didn't know what that issue was. So, are they hiding something? What's really going on here?
Look, anything I say is going to be taken out of context. So I'd rather not fuel that kind of speculation. I'll debrief the team, and we'll figure out how we can stop it happening again. That's all there is to it.
Devon, you finished the race with a compromised car today. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward, you know. Obviously, it wasn't going as fast as we all wanted it to, but, well, you saw the race. I got the best out of a bad situation. That's just what you have to do sometimes.
Now, some have been saying that you do get preferential treatment because your father funds the team. What do you say to those allegations?
That always strikes me as really odd, like as if the only reason that I'm fast on the track is because my dad funds the team. You know, how is that an explanation? It's ridiculous.
So how do you expect Connor Sport to perform this season based on your performance so far?
Actually, I'm sorry to say the team's got a serious problem, and its name is Aiden Jackson. And I'm afraid to say he is the slowest driver on the grid. So there's only so good a season you can have with something like that going on. But you know what? We're going to try our best. No. no, seriously. I'm teasing. But come on, Aiden, come on. What's going on, mate?
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Could you take a look at this, please?
You nip this in the bud, Cass. Do you hear me?
Andreo.
Butler, what was that out there today? I will not have a return to last season. We are a team. He cannot be allowed to do just what he wants.
Just calm down. I have it under control.
Well, this is Devon we're talking about. There is no control. He nearly lost the car, Casper.
But he didn't. You know what it gets like out there. I'm sure there's an explanation.
Or an excuse.
And we'll find out. I'll be racing it at the debrief, okay? So I'll report back to you.
Okay, hang on. Look, I've got to go. I've got Davidoff on the other line.
Of course you have. Enjoy. No, it's a big deal when one of your drivers decides to do their own thing. So I called him out on it at the next team meeting.
And what was Devon's reaction?
Well, he denied the whole thing. Blamed it on a comms fail.
Which I thought was strange. The same thing happened the year before when I was principal, and he gave the exact same excuse.
Yeah?
You wanted to see me?
There he is. You're a difficult man to pin down. Right, I'll cut right to the chase, Devon. Tell me what's happening.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's not just disregarding team orders. Paddock talks. People are saying you've been distracted, that you're ignoring them completely. Now, my job is to make sure the team works smoothly, like clockwork, so I'm just trying to work out what's going on.
I told you, check the comms.
Yeah, the comms are fine, Devon. We checked. What's going on?
Nothing.
Just cut that out. Show me some respect now.
Okay. I heard the order. all right? You happy?
Why ignore it?
I'm feeling it, Cass. The pressure, paddock gossip these last couple of months.
Oh, come on. You're Devin Butler. You are the paddock gossip.
You've heard what they're saying, right? You've seen what they're writing. Driving on Daddy's money. It's making me second guess myself.
Okay. We can work through that. Start changing the team narrative.
Absolutely.
But in the meantime, I'd like you to see someone from the medical team. Just to be sure. I've booked you in for this afternoon.
No, Cass. Look, I've got a race to prep for, okay? I need my head in the game. I'm fine.
I get that. That's fine. But I want you to see them straight after the race. Understood?
Yeah. Fine.
looks so easy. Gap to your teammate ahead is 8.6 seconds. Gap to the car ahead is 2.6 seconds. You've got 11th, that's 11th place. De Vries just ahead, let's push for that position. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 2.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Magnussen's behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Distance to the leader is 35.9 seconds. Look after these tyres now, you want to finish the race on this compound.
Devon, do your pitching.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good! Oh no! Devon Butler spins! He's out!
Oh, he just misjudges it and clips the curb. What a mess!
Devon Butler, with that move, is out of the race. He won't want to see that too many times. We want to see him out of the car, though. That's good news.
Big relief there, although he does still look a bit unsteady on his feet, Crofty.
Well, thumbs up to the crowd, but I'd imagine after that, he'll be quite shaken.
Hey.
done, Casper. I'm done.
It's okay. It's okay. It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us. I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. I mean, he was at the height of his career. Yeah, what can you say?
How did you feel?
I was devastated. But, 5 years in F1. Can't argue with that. I mean, most people never even get the chance, so... And I was still one of the best while I was out there. You ask anyone.
How did you feel when Devon left?
How did I feel?
But if we are going to hit our targets, we need another driver. A permanent one. And fast.
But we are mid-season. It's impossible.
So, given the circumstances, do you think you can grant us a bit of leeway on the contract?
I have the projections. If Connorsport doesn't reach 5th place in the Constructors this season, the returns simply aren't worth my time. That was always the deal. And it still is.
But with a little extra time, perhaps we...
Stop! The deal stands. And without Devon driving, there's now little of interest for me beyond the contract. It's just business.
There must be something we can do.
So, legacy is obviously important to you, Davidoff. As a father, I totally get that. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter? Why don't we give the seat to Callie?
No. California will not be signed to Connorsport.
Why not? Just think of the commercial opportunities for the team that signs her. Forget legacy. Oh, you'd be making history.
And you'll be giving a phenomenal talent her first break into F1. It's the right thing to do. Come on, you know she deserves it.
The daughter who took her mother's name to spite me. Nah, she'll never say yes.
Why don't you leave that to me?
Contract still stands, Ackerman. 5th place, or I'm out next season.
One problem at a time, eh?
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Andrea.
Have you spoken to her yet?
Yes, we've spoken.
And what did you say?
She'll be around this weekend. She agreed to come and see me.
You mean you haven't asked her yet?
Of course not. It's a delicate situation. I'm sure she has an idea, but look, it's not just something you casually ask over the phone, is it?
Why not?
Come on. This is potentially life-changing for her. And the whole family situation needs to be handled with a little, care and respect.
Well, you're the one that knows her. Just make sure she says yes and fast. I'm finding it difficult to keep fielding questions about the future of Konesport.
Yeah, I read part of that interview. Could almost feel you squirm.
That bad, huh?
Worse. Look, I'll call you as soon as I know.